Hello, Grant Gamers. How are you? Welcome and welcome back. If you're not here with us live on TikTok on the Black Woman in Grant's channel, why not? Where you at? We waiting on you. Come on, boo. What a day. I filmed about 20 different TikTok videos just for y'all. Y'all better be watching these videos and commenting back. I've been literally out in the field today. I'm jumping on here before I go on my evening walk. Sitting here by the window being nosy, watch my neighbor build a new fence. It's cute. I didn't think it would come out as cute as it did. I gotta admit it is cute. So there's that. Anywho, I'm being a hater today. Welcome. Come on in, Black women, for profit, small business owners. This is for you, boo. Come in, say hello. Let's chat. Let me find my glasses. There we go. Okay, I can see y'all now. Welcome. Come in. Say hello, especially those of you who are Black women, for-profit small business owners. This is a Grant chat. Check-in time. Who is here? Could use a grant for your business. Let me know. Let's talk about it. I am here to hang out with you guys for a pop-up live. I'm usually live here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Black Woman in Grant's TikTok channel. So I did go live a little bit earlier today, and I wanted to go live again with you one more time before the end of the day. Y'all ready? I'm ready. So come on in, say hello. Let me know you can hear me. Tell me about your business in the chat if you would like. I would love to know what you do in the business that you could use a grant for. What is that thing that you do? Because as I'm familiar with businesses, there are different stages of business. So tell me if you're just starting out in your business. If so, you need what's known as a startup grant. I don't know if you knew that or not. If you've been in business for a minute, you've started and you're making money, you got clients and people have paid you, etc. as customers, you need what's known as a growth grant. Now, there are some grants you shouldn't apply for, and there are reasons, like, I'll tell you later, but there are reasons to apply for grants. But first, I want to know, what is your business? What is the business that you run that you could see yourself winning a grant for? There are over $24,000 worth of grants and scholarships that have allowed me to do very well in my business. And I teach you about them in my mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. And it all starts with building out what we call your small business grant application strategies. Before you hit that submission, there's something called your submission success strategy. Say that 3 times fast. Sasha has a cleaning business. Sasha, what do you need a grant for? Let me know. Because where you are on your grant funding and grant finding journey is muy importante. That means so you need to know where to start. You need to know what to do before you start seeking out grant funding or applying for these business grants. And so the questions that I'm asking you about your business right now, grants are going to want to know. So you might as well practice with telling me, okay? So, one thing I want to let you know is that you do not need a grant writer to apply for grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business, okay? But you do need to know how to apply for these small business grants and then prepare to win. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Tell us in the chat what your business is that you could use a grant for. This is for Black women, for-profit small business owners. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. And so I'm here dropping gems. If y'all ready to pick them up, all about grants, finding them, applying for them, winning them, etc. Sasha says she needs a grant for growing her business, marketing, and getting prepared for certifications for government. Yes, government contracts. Being prepared for the volume of work. I know that's right. T has a nonprofit. T, just a heads up. This is for Black women for-profit small business owners. So we don't talk nonprofit language here. Just let you know, set your expectations. Pamela says, is it event planner? Pamela, that doesn't make sense to me. What's your question? Rewrite it so I can reread it. Um, I share the answers that I have literally given on grant applications that got me checks in the book that I wrote for you guys over at blackwomeningrants.com. If you are a beginner at this, you've never sought out grants, you've never applied for a grant, you qualify as a beginner. If you are applying for grants and you haven't won them yet, you qualify as a beginner. So if you want to know what it's like to win a grant, or if you see a grant you want to apply to and they have awarded winners before, there's a series of questions I give you in the form of a questionnaire that you can ask a grant winner to get information. Sasha says she's the beginner. Most of us are. Any other beginners on this grant journey? Either you're just now finding out about grants, so you're new to it, or you've tried and applied and been denied. There are must-dos for applying for grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. So winning grants in the for-profit space is completely different. Even the application process is completely different than a nonprofit grant. So that's what I'm telling you guys now. We are applying for grants for for-profits. I teach you how to do it. I don't do it for you. You don't need me to do it for you. Once you learn this skill, you can just go out and implement it over and over again. It's endless. So there are business grant application opportunities for you as a Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And I would love to share some tips with you guys about how to get started with these business grants. Y'all want to talk about it? Put talk in the chat. Let me see if you're listening, if you're multitasking, if you got a lot going on in the background and you ain't really ready. Thank you for the roses. Tracy said, let's talk about it. Sasha said, let's talk. Let's go. Yes says, let's talk. Okay. So over at blackwomeningrants.com, I have a grant application mentorship for entrepreneurs. There's a scholarship. I actually have a couple scholarships tonight for those of you if you're looking for funding for your Black woman-owned small business and it's for profit. So put me in the chat if you meet these qualifications. I got to see first if you qualify for the scholarship. Are you a Black woman? Put me in the chat. Talk to me since we're talking, okay? Put me in the chat if you're a Black woman. If you're a Black woman for-profit small business owner, either now or you will be in the future, put me in the chat. If you are a Black woman for-profit small business owner based in the United States and you're over the age of 18, put me in the chat. If you're a Black woman for-profit small business owner based in the United States over the age of 18 and you're seeking grants for your Black woman for-profit small business, put me in the chat. And then finally, if you are a Black woman for-profit small business owner based in the United States over the age of 18 seeking grants for your small business and you own at least 51% of your small business, put me in the chat. If you are the boss, you own at least 51% of your business. You make the decisions. You sign the checks. You sign the contracts. You the boss, babes. Thank you for the roses, y'all. Okay, I see you. Look at our bosses. So, looking for opportunities for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. I don't want you to miss out on this program and this opportunity where you can learn about business grants and getting scholarships to business training and development programs that can help your business grow. So, the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, this program is for Black women for-profit small business owners who own at least 51% of their business and who are seeking to gain or improve the skills that they need to, number one, find grants, number two, apply for grants, and number three, win these small business grants and grant funded opportunities and tell me which ones you want to win, okay? Do you want to win small business pitch competitions where you pitch your business either live in person or live on camera virtually, or doing pre-recorded videos, kind of Shark Tank style, where you're pitching your videos. Put pitch in the chat if you can see yourself participating in a small business pitch competition and winning funding that way. Put pitch in the chat. If you could see yourself registering and attending classes for and winning scholarships for something called an incubator or an accelerator, these are business training and development programs that will help you flesh out parts of your business plan. Put win in the chat, because you can win this type of funding that you don't have to pay out of your pocket. And a lot of women, when they win regular grants, they use this money to join these types of programs anyway. So you might as well get a scholarship to go through one, right? So put win in the chat if you need help fleshing out some of your business ideas, whether it's to get your business started up or whether it's to see how you can grow more in your business. Put win in the chat if you can see yourself winning a scholarship for these business training and development programs. So opportunities like this, in addition to getting checks for grants, they're all to help you find funding to start or sustain and scale your small business. So it's ideal if you're in the quote unquote fundraising process in your business and you don't really have a lot of experience. This is for you if you have little or no experience applying for and or winning grant funds, okay? And so we win grants from the private sector. So these aren't federal grants. They're not government grants. They're not nonprofit grants. They're not state-based grants. These are global, and they're usually funded by corporations, organizations, and associations, and financial institutions like Bank of America, Regions Bank, Chase Bank, JP Morgan Bank, Wells Fargo. Have y'all heard of these little banks in your neck of the woods, neck of the hood? Because they are part of the funding that's on these checks. Some of us bank with these banks, right? So if you're looking for support and engagement via expanding your network and finding funding, I invite you to join us in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. We have 3 spots open while I'm here with y'all live, and I'm about to wrap up in not too long from now and go head out for my evening walk. But I wanted to jump on here and give 3 people a chance to claim one of the scholarships that's currently open. We've given away over $50,000 in scholarships over the last year for over 300 of you guys to come join us in the mentorship program and get mentored, get your hand held, get some accountability around finding these grant opportunities, applying for them, and winning them, because you know what to say on the applications and you know how to apply. I don't have enough time to dive into too much of it during our time here on TikTok, because half of y'all ain't paying attention anyway. But we about to wrap up shortly. Now keep in mind, I love helping you find the money, apply for it, and win. But the mentorship is not for you if you need unlimited, customized, private, one-on-one coaching or hand-holding, okay? Because as I mentioned, you do not need a grant writer. You don't need me to type with one hand and you type with another and we sing kumbaya as you apply for this, okay? You just need to go through the training that I prepared for you already and apply what we teach in the grant game. And I'll tell you about people who are winning doing just that in our program. Tracy, yes, it's a $97 investment for a whole year. You won't believe how mad my coach is with me for only charging that amount. But because we have a scholarship fund set aside, the regular price of $997 to come join me for the year, we got you on majority of that. You just invest $97, get the same access to the program for a full year, one-time payment, and year-long access. Tanya says, how do I take your courses? blackwomenandgrants.com is the site that I'm on, sharing with you guys from, all about the mentorship. So the Grant Game mentorship program is designed as a self-study, independent course. So it has extensive resources, and I'll tell y'all what's in it in just a minute, or you can beat me there. blackwomenandgrants.com, go be nosy. But there are resources and parts like this where I jump on here on TikTok live for as long as we have access to live and to TikTok together. And don't worry, if TikTok went down today, I could still reach you if you're in my mentorship, okay? We could still hang out on Zoom and live in person. I know a lot of you guys are waiting on me to put together my Atlanta event. Stay tuned. But there are resources to help you through this journey. So this is part of my favorite part, hanging out here with y'all, getting to meet you, talk to you, answer your questions, hear about your business, and give you some coaching around the grant space, especially if you're new to grants, because it's a complex world now. It's a lot to learn, but I've shortened your learning curve by putting together the mentorship, because people here on TikTok on one of our viral videos that has almost 1 million views, they requested mentorship. So here we are. So me being here on TikTok with you gives you in-depth interactions with me, which is really good. So make sure you follow this page. Excuse me. That's step one. Make sure it's this page now, because there are scammers too. I gotta tell y'all that. Excuse me. My throat getting dry. Let me give me some water here. Thank you for the blessings, Miss Mays. I need it. Okay. If you're someone who wants someone else to do the work for you, like you just want to pay somebody to do this, the mentorship probably is not a good fit for you. Unless you want to get it and register a member of your staff, let them get trained on applying for grants on behalf of your business. Then that way, whenever you want to go apply for funding, you have someone that can do it for you. But again, I don't do it for you. I don't advise you to try to go out and find somebody to apply for grants for you, because just because you pay somebody to apply for a grant for you, for your business, etc., it does not guarantee that you're going to win the grant, okay? So if you're not able to work through this step-by-step program independently, or as I mentioned, put one of your staff members on it, it probably isn't a good idea for you to join. I was going to tell y'all something else. Thank you for the roses. So the Grant Game Mentorship is 24 hours of online, on-demand, virtual classroom learning, and everything has already been recorded. So you'll have unlimited access to a book I wrote called Finding Funding, and you can only find the ebook over at blackwomeningrants.com when you come join us. We did an event called the Grant Game event, as well as a 2-day boot camp and a masterclass. And I teach you guys how to use AI with applying for these grants to help make it easier. But you need to know the exact prompts that we've engineered to make sure that your applications don't sound robotic. So I did a whole hour-long masterclass training with one of our coaches that's in the group. And she let me show her how to use AI to apply. And it's a really good and fun class as well. We have a database of grants, a spreadsheet, and a whole link to a list that features over 200 business grants and grant-funded opportunities. So you don't have to go out and find these opportunities, wonder if they're legit. These are all for businesses based in the United States. And so they total over $1.2 million in funding that's available on this list when the applications are open. You just go and click the link and scroll it, see if your business qualifies, and you apply. And then I also share with you my notes and recaps from a call with a member of a grant for $100,000. She's a member of the grant team that was looking for 5 women to apply for a $20,000 grant. And if this is your first time with us here on TikTok, I've been here since May of 2023. We officially have 290 episodes on our TikTok replay playlist that you get access to in the Grant Game Mentorship as well. So this course is ideal for learners who are interested in completing the digital course when it's helpful for you. I know y'all work and y'all got families and booze and lives outside of work. And so you can take your time and go through this course. That's why I give you year-long access. So you'll receive the links for immediate access to each of the digital goodies that's in the program following your registration over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And you'll also be added to the Grant Prep Academy or GPA email list. And you'll be the first to know about our upcoming events, our upcoming trainings, our live events here in Atlanta. We've been on a bit of a hiatus, but we'll be back. No worries. And anytime that I see applications for grants that I know will fit the businesses of the ladies in our program, I send you either emails individually or I send it in a mass email. And it's just kind of first come, first serve, you know. But I'm on a lot of email lists and newsletter lists for grants that I've won, grants that our clients have won, and grants that are coming out. And so I teach you how to get these types of grants coming to you when their applications open first. Because I'm an alumni of many of these grant-based programs, we get the email first and they're like, hey, if you know of anybody who wants this for free, you know, send them this link. And so I share my links with you guys and I teach you how to get those links coming to you. So after you register for the mentorship, you'll receive your login link, and that contains information and instructions on how to access the learning portal full of the course content. So your access will be valid for a full year. So remember, as soon as you get the login link, to start using the Grant Game mentorship through what we call your welcome packet. And I'll walk you through that as you guys sign up tonight. Again, we got 3 spaces, first come, first serve, over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Tanya says, how do I start? I'm in the beginning. I have everything written down, costs and profits. Go, Tanya. You ahead of a lot of people, girl. So here's how you know that you're ready to get started, that you're ready for joining a community and joining support. I don't know about y'all, but I love being in a community of other women who are shaking and moving in their business. Like to see other people in their zone of genius and we're going in the same direction. It just does something for me. Like I was at a coffee shop for half the day today, and just to look around and see other people working. I don't know if they were working on their business, but just being in that type of environment, everybody got the cute little tea, little coffee, etc. It was just motivating to be out of the house, staring at the 4 walls in this laptop, and being in another environment where people are being productive. So I got a lot done today just from being out of the house. And that's what our community reminds me of. Just groups of people, in this case, Black women, going somewhere together. So the Grant Game mentorship is for you if you're a for-profit Black woman, small business owner, and you're based in the United States, as we already talked about. Y'all said it was you, right? You're over the age of 18 and you own at least 51% of your business and you're seeking small business grants to start up and grow your business. So if you're not financially struggling to invest in your spot to join us today, if you're not trying to hurry up and get grant money to pay some bills, then I invite you to come join us over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Because it's not a get rich quick anything, and it's not easy as far as it's something you can just zip through. You're going to have to take your time, invest in the skills through paying attention, learning this information, and applying it, like Ashley Rankin, who just joined us. She's won a total of $29,000 in grants and grant funded opportunities over like the last year or so. 24,000 of that came within like the last 30 days. But she really buckled down for 90 straight days and applied for grants like it was her full-time job. So she has over $451,000 in grant applications out there. And she brought in about $24,000 of those dollars within the last 30 days. Can y'all imagine? That's like $8,000 a month. And at that rate, she's on track to have 6 figures in funding by this time next year with $8,000 wins every month. Like, I can only imagine. So if you want to know the secrets that I've shared with Ashley and some other winners we got over there that I'll tell you about, I give you my secrets in the program about how I've won so much in grants and grant funded opportunities, starting with $63,550 recently. And then over time, I've won a total of $1 million in grants and grant funded opportunities. And so that $60K came within a matter of about 6 months. So So if you're committed to applying the same steps that I've shown Ashley and our other grant winners, collectively in the mentorship, we've won about $250,000. We're actually at 300,000 right now. So it's like 298 something, but just rounding up, we're at 300K. And we're looking for other winners to join our winning team, right, Ashley? So we've won small business grants. We've won the grant funded opportunities that we talked about. And this is all as Black women for-profit small businesses. So if you and your business are ready to boost what we call your GPA, Grant Prep Academy, and get grant ready and learn how to play the grant game, I want to teach you the rules, because there are rules, there are restrictions, there are regulations. Your grant applications get graded. I don't know if y'all knew that, but you get a score. And so the higher the score, the better, which makes you in the running for the competition to win it. And it is a competition. You just got to know how to go in with a grant winning strategy. So as long as you're committed to reading the book that I wrote just for you, we got an app that you can download and it'll read the book to you as well. You do have to watch the videos that I've recorded just for you. And then come join us in some future online events here on GPA, right here on our Black Women in Grants TikTok page that you follow, right? That you tell others about, right? That you're sharing, right? We all talk about how to find and secure what we call debt-free, non-traditional funding for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. Thank you for sharing the live, Linda. So every small business grant application journey is different. So I want y'all to know no two applications are alike. And with that said, I personally do not guarantee any specific results. So don't be coming back like, you said I could become a multi-millionaire if I just watched you on TikTok Live every year, once a year. I ain't say that. However, everyone who enrolls in our program has access to my proven techniques. What does work for me, what is working for grant winners like Ashley, who just won the $10,000 L'Oreal Beauty Inclusive Grant. She was one of 40 businesses that got a $10,000 business blessing in the form of a grant check. So if you're wondering how much money you'll be able to win when you join the mentorship, you tell me, babes. We're waiting on you. So, there are no like Zoom meetings or in-person meetings that you got to worry about. I just went over everything that's in the program, what it includes, and, anything outside of that to set your expectations. Again, this is an independent study course, but we do have this live component where you can come get coached. I bring up some of our clients here to coach them live on TikTok. If you have questions about joining us, let me know. Put it in the chat. And I want to keep chatting with you guys. I got a few more minutes. I was going to tell you guys something else. Someone asked a question. But we talked about the different types of grant funding available in the form of scholarships and contests, competitions, of course, grant checks, sponsorships. I've received all of this type of funding, and I teach you how I've done it and how our other Black women in grants are doing it as well, and how to get your business to qualify for opportunities like this. Because when you realistically see what it takes to win a grant as a minority or a Black woman-owned small business, you'll get to hear the testimonials of other success stories of grant winners. It's going to motivate you to keep going. Because traditionally, I don't know if y'all seen this video that's floating around TikTok of this Black lady, and she's crying because she's a small business owner. She owns a food truck, but she has to sell her food truck, and she's selling it for like $25,000. And she's crying because she says she tried to get a loan to save her truck, but she couldn't. And someone who didn't look like her got approved for that loan and is now going to buy her food truck off of her. So it's kind of like a catch-22. That same funding that she needed to save her van or her food truck, they gave it to someone else. And so usually Black women find it very hard to get approved for the traditional methods of like a loan or establishing business credit. Even that takes time. You don't want to have to crowdfund or borrow money from mom and them. You don't want to make enemies with your friends trying to get them to support your business. You don't want to really have to pitch to venture capitalists or angel investors that's going to ask for a portion of your company where you give up some of the ownership. So I break down about 14 different ways that you can find out about other source of funding. That's why we call it non-traditional, because it's not a loan. It's not based on your credit. It's not debt. You don't have to pay it back. These are debt-free, non-traditional business funding opportunities that we go over in the program. And then I show you where to go get this funding, because we've connected with some partners. I think it's like 6 different programs we've connected with so far that are waiting on you to come and apply. They have scholarships and they'll help you flesh out portions of your business plan to make sure you're ready to start pitching for grant funding on the next level. So there are secrets, secret terms, secret words, secret tactics and tips that you really want to be privy to when it comes to finding out and applying for these different types of business funding alternatives that are available versus, trying to get a traditional bank loan or business credit or finding investors. Again, most Black women find it hard to get approved for those types of funding options. So I believe personally in building something called a grant application strategy. And that's what we were working on at the top of this live when I asked you guys, what do you do in your business? So if you haven't put that in the chat yet, go ahead and tell me about your business. What do you do in that business that you could see yourself winning a grant for? And then I asked a few of you guys what you would use that grant for. So if you're like, I want to know where to start in this grant funding process, you start with your grant application strategy and knowing what you need a grant for the business that you're going to apply for a grant for. And then you get into more detailed nuances of answering frequently asked questions like, how much do you need? What is the budget down to the penny? I know, who is this? Tanya said she got it written down, costs and profits. They'll definitely ask you that, especially if you've been in business for a while. What questions do you guys have so far? Let me know. But if you want to find out where to look or how to apply or what to look out for throughout the grant funding cycle, this is all a part of the grant application toolkit. The information is over at blackwomeningrants.com. Is it Delana? I'm trying to read from far away. My bad. Let me bring my phone closer. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I was yelling. Day Lamas? I don't know. Thank you, girl. I'm over here sounding it out. Put it in Hooked on Phonics style so I can say it right. I give you in the book that I wrote called Finding Funding, I gave you a list of 25 reasons that you need to be applying for these type of unique grant opportunities while they are available. I don't know if y'all know it, but the grants that are available now are connected to politics. Y'all know we in a voting season, right? So let me tell you about our girl, Raven DuVernay. She just won a grant that's been owed to her and her people. She's a farmer in Baltimore. And there's a $2 billion grant fund for farmers that was held up. So President Obama signed and gave the okay for the grant to be open to the farmers. It's just now being released with this administration. So we've been through 2 full terms and they're just now getting their money. So we don't know what's coming in the future. We want to get the money while it's available. And knowing that there are people out there literally fighting on our behalf to make sure that Black women, small business owners have access to funds like this, grants, scholarships, contests, competitions. We got to get it while the getting is good. But also make sure that you're avoiding grant scams, because they're just like there are legit opportunities. There are people who will take your money. Some of the scammers are on here with us right now. They come and they steal my information. They steal my videos. And then they're in y'all's inbox promising you a grant and having conversation like they're me. And some people fall for it thinking they're actually talking to me. But it's 69,000 of you guys here on this page. I ain't got the time. I'll be somewhere asleep or eating, child. So, my husband and I own a small business and are Hispanic. Do you think we can find some grants? I know you can. Ashley just won a grant from L'Oreal and the Hispanic Foundation. Do you think you can find a grant? You let me know. Because what we know for sure is there are grants for any business. It really don't matter what you do. I specifically focus on Black women, for-profit, small business owners. And so, it is what it is. The opportunities are there. You got to be ready to apply. And hey, we winning them. So if that answers your question, I do think that you can find some grants. It just depends on, because the grants that we get access to are for 51% business owners. You as the woman would have to have at least 51% ownership. It can't be a 50-50 split. It got to be 51-49 because they're looking for the main decision maker to make the final decisions on when you win the grant. If they say, hey, we need you to fly wherever and come and represent the grant because you're the face of this year's winner, and we don't need to go through a whole lot of paperwork, getting permission, getting sign-offs. We need one decision maker. It must be a woman, and we'll give you the funds and fly you out, etc. They want to make sure there's no red tape. So as long as you're within that qualification and your businesses are based here in the United States, and so are you, you're good. Y'all let me know if you have more questions. I'm happy to answer those. I do share community resources to help you out with finding funding for your business, whatever that may look like for you. And grants cover most of those business operating expenses that you're probably already coming out of your pocket paying for. So if you want to know what the business funding could look like with receiving checks in the mail or getting, the money deposited directly to your business bank account, if you want to know what it's like to win a scholarship or win a small business pitch competition, we have examples of all of that, of ladies winning. Eartha Levy, she's on our website over at blackwomenandgrants.com as well. She pitched her business during the Black Girl Ventures tour they did in November of last year, and she won $250 in 60 seconds. She came so close to winning the grand prize of $10,000, but she got nervous. She got distracted, and her time went by so fast. But she now has a skill that she is willingly ready to repeat. She was almost about to go out of town and follow them to the next state to pitch again and try again for that 10K. But she has this skill now that she can pitch on camera or live in person. And I give you guys the template for how I've done it and won funding. And it has carried me over in my business, paid for classes and programs and new technology and office decor. I've been having a ball over here, winning the money, getting gifts in the mail, and then showing you guys how you could do it too. So I love that a lot of this is a new introduction to this side of funding for Black women. And it goes hand in hand with the money that you're already making in your business or that you will make as soon as you launch your business. So when you know what to look for, you also need to know what to look out for. And we talked about avoiding business grant scams, but then knowing what to look forward to in the business funding cycle, like when you apply and when the applications close and when they make the decision of who wins the money, and then you being the first to know, and then you got to keep the secret until they announce it publicly. That's the hardest part right there for me. I be wanting to tell people and start celebrating. So there's a whole process, and we give you a business grant application checklist in the mentorship. And so even if you have seen a grant application and you get nervous because they ask for like essays, don't worry, sis. We got you, okay? We have a business grant essay writing tip section of the book that is our curriculum for the whole program. And it teaches you how to write these essays, but also how to do video pitches. So it's like an essay on video. But it's secrets, I'll say, to telling your story on camera in a way that'll get that check written. Right, Ashley Rankin? Ashley has it mastered now. She came into the program not really wanting to do video pitches, and now I'd be like, girl, I am so glad to say I knew you win, because she got it down pat, and she just won $10,000 after she pitched on video. So it was a part of the application process to get the funding, and she passed. And so a lot of people want to know, how long does it take to win a grant? How much can I win? Y'all got a lot of questions too that I answer in the program over at blackwomenandgrants.com, including the 10 secrets to winning. Did y'all know? I'm just full of secrets, honey. Ashley said the other day, like, how do you know so much? Girl, you be surprised how much I know. So there's secrets to winning, and there are also secrets to listen. Don't do this if you really want to win. Because you can also put your foot in your mouth and miss out on an opportunity or be underprepared. And I've dealt with all of that. That's why I'm trying to help y'all avoid these pitfalls. And so one thing you don't want to do is either talk yourself out of an application being selected to win, but you don't want to tell not enough. So I teach you how to tell your story so good that they're going to write you that check, like your application is going to stand out. And so there are grant specific tips for applying for these as small business owners with for-profit businesses. Because no, you don't have to be nonprofit to win a grant. No, you don't have to have been in business loan to apply for or win a grant. And I give you case studies of all of this. In Ashley's case, I bring her up a lot because she's one of the recent grant winners. And she's focused on applying this information. And so one of her recent grant wins is going to help her launch a whole new portion of her business with her skincare line. And that funding is backed by L'Oreal, one of the biggest beauty brands. So that's a big deal. Launching something brand new. So if you're wondering, do I need to be started up for a long time or have made money, a lot of money in my business? The answer is no. You can still apply. You can still win. And so come learn with us those tips, those tools that I share to help you complete a successful grant application. You can try to do this on your own. I did. It took me years of quote unquote losing, but really learning lessons to bring back to you guys. And now I share my in-depth proven process with you about how to write effective, competitive grant applications. And I've won hundreds of thousands and now millions of dollars in these grants and grant funded opportunities. And I've used my journey. Like, I literally get an idea to say, you know what, I should write this process down because somebody's going to need it, because I need it. I'm going through it now. And so it is a step-by-step approach to applying for grants using real life examples. This ain't something ChatGPT wrote for me, babes. This is something that I'm going through as we speak. So I offer my personalized touch, coaching, mentorship on finding these resources when I show up here with you guys to carry out our mentorship portion, the live portion here on TikTok. And then we talk about something called expanding your social impact within your business, which is really the secret. So for those of you who are like, I want to get started, I want to know where to start. Not only do you have to know what you will use the grant for, how much you need and why you need a grant, but you also need this one key piece, which is how will you take some of your grant funding and help other people? That is key. And so I fine-tuned the process that works for me, that's working for our Black women in our program, and knowing why you need to apply these same tactics if you want to win. And I've been winning money since I was 9 years old and on CNN when it was just known as like a new cable channel. They came to the hood, y'all, and filmed me winning a reading contest over the summer in my neighborhood. So I've received these non-traditional business funding opportunities, the grants, the scholarships, the contests, the giveaways, the bursaries, the sponsorships, the partnerships. All of it has come in handy with helping me grow my own Black woman-owned small business rapidly, especially since the pandemic. This is when money really picked up. Y'all remember the PPP loans and the stimulus checks? I wasn't studying that. I ain't trusted. But these grants, you didn't have to pay them back. They wasn't no loan. It's not based on your credit. You ain't have to worry about getting caught up down the line, scheming and all that good stuff. So since 2020, I not only won grants, but I increased my social impact. I started giving back in the form of scholarships to go through my mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com as I started to put together this information and learn it. My mom, she has passed away. She passed at 47 years old. She was my first role model of a Black woman business leader. Her and Miss Shirley, the candy lady in the neighborhood. Y'all will get to see a picture of my mom back in the 80s, looking just like Oprah with that big afro. and Miss Shirley. They were in the picture with me when I was filmed on CNN, and the local newspaper came out, and my mom kept a clipping of the newspaper. So it's in the book showing young Dr. A.J. Austin winning her first round of funding. And from 9 years old to now, I've won over $1 million in funding. Thanks, Mama and Miss Shirley. So I want to answer any questions that you guys have. I'm open and I'm ready. Let me know. Because I've not only helped myself, I've helped my clients get results. And we have numerous testimonials on the website, blackwomeningrants.com, where I'm supporting over 300 of you guys all around the country, implementing this information I share and winning now about 298,000 plus doll hairs in grants and grant funded opportunities just this year. That's the exciting part. The year is not even over. So that's one of the most powerful reasons that you should believe what I say. Hang out with me more here on GPA. I'm one of you. I'm still applying. I'm still winning business grants and grant funded opportunities for my Black woman-owned small businesses. I got 2 businesses that I run. And I'm showing you and I'm leading you the way to how I'm doing this successfully. So over 3 decades of now 4. I'm getting a little bit older, y'all. So about 4 decades of finding and receiving funding, everything from my education to housing to one of the cars I drive today to now running and funding my business and helping Black women do it too. Grants have been the answer behind that. Grants and grant funded opportunities. So I'm excited to share with you guys what I know and helping you apply for your first or your next small business grant with confidence. That's what it's all about. So I provide you the tips that I know. And then as I learn stuff, I also bring it back to you as well. If you're wondering if you need like a business plan to go out and apply for these grants, you do not, because nobody's going to read that. You may need portions of your business plan, like your marketing, your sales strategy, how you're going to fund your business, who your target market is. They may ask for your vision for the next 12 months to 24, 36 months. And that's pretty much it. I spent about 30 days applying to over $500,000 in grants, and only one grant asked for a business plan. And that made sense for them because they were a small business association. So it made perfect sense. So yeah, I'm going to take a minute and answer some questions. I got like 10 more minutes with you guys, and then I'm going to hop off, go for my evening walk. And I think I may go revisit a store that I passed through earlier today, but they weren't quite open yet. So I want to go back out before they close. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to catch them though. We'll see. What questions can I answer for you? Ashley Rankin is also here. I know I've talked about her, but I'm going to keep talking about her. And everybody here, you're welcome. She just won the $10,000 L'Oreal 2024 Inclusive Beauty Grant, and she received her first 5-figure small business grant to help launch her new skincare line. Can we say congratulations, Ashley, in the chat? I'll say it first. Congratulations, Ashley Rankin. So this win came after she received targeted guidance and personalized coaching from me in the mentorship and us working together privately as her dedicated grant guide and her coach. And we helped her get clear on what we call her grant goals. And that's for you too. If you know you want to win a grant and you know how much you want to win. So when a grant asks you what's your budget or what's, the reason that you're applying for the grant, you got it and you're ready. See, Daya says, thank you. You're welcome, Daya. And you're welcome, Ashley. Can we take a minute to share this live out? We got like 10 minutes left, but let's get at least 2 more Black women a part of this conversation. Share this with your tribe. You never know who needs to be here, girl. Hearing from other winners especially. So Ashley shared in a video that we did about how receiving grant guidance and getting mentorship through the grant game, she learned how to optimize her small business grant applications, which significantly improved her essay writing skills, and she gained confidence and overcame her fears of video essay submissions. I'm so proud of her. So this led to her having a 100% enhancement in her small business grant applications for her Black woman-owned small business, and she received, of course, emotional support and mental self-care that also helped her with her time management processes to help reduce procrastination and learn a complete small business grant application strategy and how to complete her small business grant applications in record time, because grant applications can take a long time. But she got it down to about 2 hours of science, right? So she said she highly recommends you joining the Grant Game Mentorship before the price increases, because the value for the investment is unparalleled. Those are her words. I'm literally reading them off the website. What questions can I answer for you guys? Is this helping you get clear on what it's like to not try to find somebody to pay to do this for you, but how you can learn how to find and secure debt-free, non-traditional funding like grants and grant-funded opportunities, like contests and small business pitch competitions, giveaways, business training and development programs for these trainings we call incubators and accelerators. If you're looking for scholarships for those, or sponsorships, bursaries, paid partnerships, all of this is possible for your Black woman for-profit small business. So you got a choice. You can keep listening to anything you hear out in Beyonce's internet, or you can stop collecting bad information from too many unqualified sources who aren't winning grants. Or if they tell you they're winning grants, they never tell you which grants they've won for their own small business. And so they're still left with trying to guess and figure out this all on, they leave you to figure it out on your own. Don't try to copy what you see other people do or what they tell you that they're doing, and they're secretly failing at it, okay? You want to start learning on your own about winning small business grants for your Black woman-owned small business from people who are doing it. The Grant Game Mentorship works when you confidently apply what I teach you. It's effective techniques. It's embedded within what we call the 5-figure fund finding formula. And this allows you to learn about the small business grant application world within like a 24-hour time frame. That's how many hours are compacted into the program, but you can take your time over the span of a year and go through the information. And so inside of the Grant Game, I show you how to move out of being unclear, where to start. Do I qualify? Can I do this on my own? Should I try to find somebody to pay secretly anyway? Get out of that confusion about the small business grant world, especially as a for-profit small business owner. We don't see a whole lot of teaching or resources or mentorship or community built around finding funding for-profit businesses outside of business loans and venture capitalists and giving away portions of our business. So this is a whole new world that is being introduced to us and slowly dwindling. So you want to jump in before it's all gone. You want to learn how to do this because it's a transferable skill. And so knowing which grants to apply to, knowing which ones to not apply to, knowing where to find them and all of that. Yeah, girl, people are out here straight lying. I be stalking on Instagram, and yeah, people are lying on video, telling you one thing, doing another, and I know for sure that it's not true. But when you discover what I teach, which is how to create a grant application strategy, and then you define your own grant goals, you ain't got to worry about trying to copy someone who is telling you one thing and doing another. You're actually learning from real statistics behind what it really takes to win. And so you'll uncover how simple it really is. I think grants seem intimidating to people who really are new to the space, don't know much about it. But when you find out how simple it is to find and apply only for grants and grant-funded opportunities you qualify for, and those you can win as a Black woman-owned small business, that's when you're not wasting your time applying for grants that you'll never win. Okay, so it'll be easy for you to find grants that align with your business. Are there any questions? Let me know. Any questions? I'm gonna spend about 5 or 10 more minutes here with you guys hanging out, and then I'm gonna go. I just wanted to jump on. I didn't want it to get too late. I'm gonna try to walk as the sun sets. I could have brought y'all with me, but yesterday my walk, ooh, girl, I was breathing so hard. I didn't want to be trying to walk and talk. I need to breathe. So, there's that. Let me see. Live Oak. Okay, hold on one second. Good afternoon. Need help with it. Michelle. Michelle, are you here? Uh-oh, TikTok is making me verify. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. There we go. Oops. I messed it up. I can't see TikTok. Dang. Okay. It let me verify. Okay, Michelle. I thought I saw Michelle on here. She might have had to go. Good afternoon. I signed up for this. I need help with it. Okay, let me email her back real quick. She's sending me an email. And if you're over at blackwomeningrants.com coming to join us and need help getting logged in like Michelle, let me know. I'm happy to help you get logged in. My nails getting long and it's making me mess up on typing. I don't like it. It's slowing me down. I do like long nails though. They're pretty cute. Anyway, any questions from anyone hanging out with us? Let me know. Are you learning anything? Picking up anything that may help? I know we're small, but we're mighty in numbers on today. Let me see if anyone else needed me. Lord have mercy. Okay, I got homework to do. Speaking of, Ashley, how's your homework coming? Just got to throw it out there. Let me know. I'm about to wrap up here in a few minutes. I just wanted to hang out with y'all. Say, hey, girl. Talk about the program a little bit. Anyone got any questions about the program joining us? Let me know. Y'all know I don't like just sitting here breathing on the phone. But if you want to talk, we can talk now. N Bland and Pamela and Lindy Mae. Where y'all at? Y'all quiet. Y'all multitasking? Okay. Balance. There we go. Okay. All right. I don't see any questions. I'm about to hang up on y'all. So y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day. I'm going to check on those who are claiming their scholarship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Make sure you follow this page. Turn your notifications on for when we go live. Regular schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're joining us and claiming a scholarship, the website is blackwomeningrants.com. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, future grant winners.